What's up, guys? Or should I say, wasabi? That was a horrible joke. Anyway, hey, I've got a buddy of mine who has been telling me for eons now that I should be trying out the WASABI Splattershot. And if you've been following my videos at all, what I try to do is every so often I'll go through all these weapons, I'll buy a new one, I'll test it out. It's like a 45-minute process. It's kind of like a first impressions review video. I'm not going to do that on this one because I am still, this is my second video in for my little 31-day to do 31 videos challenge. There it is, WASABI Splattershot, Splat Bombs, Ink Strikes. I don't need to test that out. I know how that's going to work. So I will buy this and I will equip it and I'm going to go, this is for you, Melonbread. I'm going to go see how this thing works in battle. So let's bounce out of here and go get some games started. All right. So this is dedicated directly to. And if you guys don't know who Melonbread is, you definitely ought to check out the channel because Melonbread's a stud, an incredible player too. All right, ranked battles. And in case you're just joining me for the first time and you're wondering what the heck that 31-day challenge thing is that I'm talking about, I'll give you the quick synopsis here real quick. There's more details down in the description of the video, but essentially it's a 31-day month, and I'm going to try to get 31 videos done during these 31 days. And I kind of started off on a bad foot because I didn't get the idea until the second. So I'm already 1 day behind. This is the second video. It's the third. Do the math. I'm already behind a little bit. And the other thing is I'm going to only do 3 games per video. So I'll keep them nice and short. So it'll be easy to follow along. Hopefully you'll have a good time doing it. Whoa. I was not even paying attention there. Busy talking about myself. Got myself killed. So yep, that's the gist of it. 31 days, 31 videos, 3 games per video. And the other thing is I'm not going to go backwards, I'm not going to work forwards. So I can't go, well, I'll just do like 10 videos right now and get a head start on it because that just doesn't seem fair to me. On the other hand, if I get behind, like I already am, I don't mind playing catch up a little bit. I think that's perfectly fine. It's my own rules. It might not make sense to you guys, but it makes sense to me. So hopefully, whoa, what's up, dude? There we go. It's like somebody else got in there. Whoa, I'm not sure why I just freaked myself out with that forklift right there. Whoa, and I just, gotta remember I don't have my bubbler. I almost hit bubbler, but the WASABI Splattershot has the ink strikes, so I have to be careful not to hit my bubbler while I'm running away from someone thinking that's going to protect me, because it won't. It'll just make me stand perfectly still. Oh, actually, speaking of which, though, I do have a ink strike, so let's go ahead and launch one right there. We'll cover up some stuff with some orange. Doing all right so far, but as is always the case, it's never way too much time right now to say that we'll win because things can change real fast. In fact, often they'll change within the last 20 seconds. I can't count how many times I will think we're in complete control, and 20 seconds towards the end, it's like they make a huge push, and we end up losing. Alright, so this WASABI Splattershot's pretty cool. I love the Splattershot Junior. I totally dig it. I'm just a Splattershot Junior fan, by and large in general. I think it's an awesome gun for covering up a bunch of stuff. Yeah, we're not going to get there. Ah, dang it. I was getting a little too aggressive. Right up. In case you don't know, what you probably do, once you get that close to their base, they kind of have a little force field, so you can't reach out and kill them while they're spawning. And they were very smart and retreated back to where it was safe. And needless to say, I was not smart and tried following them, and they basically got free shots off on me and took advantage of it and killed me good. So at this point right now, I'm just looking for extra little blue stuff to cover because my ink strike's not charged up enough to launch another one, but I don't think we need it. I think that's a pretty good run there. And for the sake of doing a somewhat review for the Wasabi Splattershot, I will give it a thumbs up already. Because I love the Splattershot Junior. I love how it plays. I do like the bubbler for its, defensive purposes. It's pretty awesome. But I do like ink strikes as well. So it's kind of a fun little twist on the old Splattershot Junior. I'm digging it so far, and I promise that I will come back and do a regular weapons review on it once I get down to... I've basically wrote down all the guns as they become available in the game, and I'm trying to do one of those big long videos for each one, and I'm doing them in order. So that's why the Wasabi isn't... it's not its turn, let's put it that way. It's got like a million guns to go before I get to that point, because it's relatively new in terms of what they've released compared to a lot of the other ones. But my buddy Melonbread's been saying, hey, you gotta try it. So I finally, I was like, you know what? I think that's a good point. I mean, it's silly if someone as good as Melonbread is telling me that I gotta check something out. Maybe I ought to listen. That's free advice. That's like getting free math advice from Albert Einstein, or art advice from Pablo Picasso. I mean, what are you going to do? So at a certain point, you're going to say, what, I'm not going to do it on principle? Heck no. You gotta take advantage of that. So that's what I'm doing. And I got my Go Fast. I'm not sure exactly what the name of this skill is. Speaking of which, Melonbread told me the name of it in a comment a while back, and I already forgot, but it is a cool little power up that for the first 30 seconds I get to run around faster. It wears off after 30 seconds, but it's kind of fun. It gets you out. I'm sure, like in a game like a ranked battle, it would make a lot more sense because, you could run towards the, wherever the center is, or if it's whatever the type of game is, it's usually some sort of whoever can get there first has an advantage. So if you're trying to get the Rainmaker, for example, or look at that, someone's trying to kill me off there. Oh, killed him off, haha. Beat that. Anyway, like I was saying, ranked battles, there's usually some sort of, while you're trying to cover ground in those, they're not called turf wars, that's regular battles, but you know what I mean, zone control, there we go. Or, what is it, Rainmaker, or heck, I can't remember what the other one even is right now off the top of my head. I don't play enough ranked battles to count, but, I could definitely see how that would be super advantageous. In the meantime, it is kind of fun, though, just to run faster for a change. It is kind of cool. It wears off, sadly. It's kind of like me when I run. I can start off fine, but by the time I get about 30 seconds in, I'm done. I'm walking. I'm panting on the side of the road, saying, no, thanks. I will get a car ride. That's what they need in this game. Instead of having a power-up that makes you run faster for 30 seconds or whatever, they should give you like a taxi ride. Just like a free ride. Like some greasy guy, charging you double because he takes you the long route. Then you got to pay extra because he drops you off at the wrong place and you don't know it until it's too late. So he's charging you to get back to where you originally left from. I've had some weird experiences with taxis, in case you can't tell. Okay, whoa, who's this guy? Yeah, that guy had one guy shooting at me and one guy doing the cracking at me. That was a lot of angles coming at me all at once. Let's see if they're still back over here somewhere. I'm going to cover up. See, Splattershot Junior, awesome for covering stuff up. Oh yeah, ink strike time. Let's strike one right there, right in the middle of a bunch of purple. Bam. I'm sold. Totally digging this gun, Melonbread. You were right. It doesn't quite have the same. It seems like maybe not quite as up and down or left and righty as a Splattershot Junior. Maybe it's the exact same gun. Maybe that's just my weird brain telling me that it's not quite Splattershot Junior E, but maybe it totally is. But otherwise, it's pretty awesome. I'm totally digging it. So thank you so much for pushing me to try it, because I have been meaning to, and I totally listen to you because you're like one of my Splatoon idols. So thank you for not giving up on that and telling me to give it a shot. I'm totally digging it. If this was a review, I would be giving it probably an A+. But it's not a review. It is a 3-game video, so I will move on to game number 3. It's my first time I've actually paid attention to who I'm playing with. So I don't know if those guys before me were good or bad or whatever. Right now, other than somebody at 38, I'm kind of like the experienced one of the bunch. I'm not sure if that's good or bad. I guess I'll find out. I'm going to drink some Tang while I'm waiting to start up. There we go. It tastes just like being an astronaut. If you're too old to get that reference, I think they used to send Tang into outer space with astronauts, like space shuttles and weird stuff. I don't know. Maybe it's an old wives' tale. I have no clue if that's even accurate or not. Yeah, I think this is more like Splattershot-y versus Splattershot Junior, but it's super cool. I really dig it. Heck, we'll go ahead and launch that right now. Cover up as much stuff as I can. One thing I've learned about my specials is I'm not super skilled as a player to where it does a lot of good for me just to hang on to something just for the sake of like, oh, well, I'll hang on to this one because I won't die for the next 10 years. Well, I guaranteed I will, so might as well use it when they charge up, especially when it's something offensive. When it's defensive, I get it, you know, like the bubbler. You know, I'll totally save that one for later. Oh boy, I need to get some power ups. Let those things charge up faster, though. Oh, look at that. He's gonna sprinkle me, huh? I don't think so. Okay, I'm tired of hiding. I gotta get out here and get some stuff done. Nice job, dude. You're on my team, so we win. Whoa! No, thank you. Yeah, this is definitely more powerful than the regular Splattershot Junior, so it must be like a Splattershot, like a regular Splattershot or something. But I'm totally digging it. It's not as... I like the Splattershot Junior because it covers a lot of ground and it moves fast. I like fast guns. I like fast guns more than powerful guns. Speaking of powerful guns, I've got an Ink Strike, so we'll go ahead and let that rip. Like the NZAP 89 is one of my other favorite guns. I tend to do better with speed more than power. You know, like some of those nozzle nose things, or those ones that are like super slow, but you know, one hit kills you. I can't even move those things around. It's like by the time I get my guy all charged up and let the trigger down, it's like the game's halfway over, and right now I'm just covering stuff up here in case you can't tell. I'm not even going out looking for people. I figure I'm going to help my team here by getting as much points as I can, and I almost got an Ink Strike. So once, come on, give me a little more. There we go. Okay, that guy's going to come by right over here. Way to go. Booyah. I'll say booyah to my buddy there. I don't think he knows what I'm saying. It'd be awesome if I got another Ink Strike. Yeah, this has got a lot more range than the Splattershot Junior 2. So that's awesome. Come on, Ink Strike. Oh, come on. Will it go off? Let's see if it lands. I'm looking at my control pad. I don't even know where I pressed it, but I think it did land. I think it's... You won't see it because I just kind of hit it wherever it hit, but I think it's right over there, right above the line that delineates the blue and the pink, right above it. That's where it hit. So cool. I finally got that off at the last moment. And another win, so that's awesome. Look at that guy, had 9 kills. That's awesome. I only got 3, but I covered up a lot of space. So that's it for me, guys. I'm going to bounce out of this one here, but definitely stay tuned because I've got 29 more videos to go in the series. I promise they'll be just as short and sweet as this one, maybe even shorter and sweeter because I won't spend time buying a new gun right at the very beginning. But totally love the WASABI Splattershot. Melonbread, thank you so much for the recommendation. Everyone else, feel free to subscribe. Love to have you along for the ride. Click like, leave me a comment, tell me what you like, what you don't like. But until then, guys, I'm out of here, so adios.